You want to pinch your branching sunflowers. It encourages these stems to grow out instead of just one primary stem in the middle, but you never want to cut a one stem sunflower because obviously then you won't get your bloom. So you have to be really careful that you are pinching your branching sunflowers and not your one stem sunflowers. The one stem sunflowers I have planted in that row there. There are two types of sunflowers. There are cut once sunflowers, so one stem sunflower, and then there are branching sunflowers. I don't usually plant the branching sunflowers in the weed fabric just because the stems get so tall and so big. But I'm going to plant them at the end here to kind of also give a little bit of shade. So we are going to plant the Goldie Double branching sunflower and the Sonia branching sunflower. I just weeded the dahlia patch and the agarium, and then I also planted some more statice and some zinnias. So let's plant some sunflowers before we head back up to the house. I came down here today at 5:30, so the family should be up now, and I'll go up and eat breakfast. I think it's about 6 now, so sometimes it serves to come down early. Outside just doing some weeding. So just going through each hole and picking anything. You would be surprised at how a little bit of grass can really grow significantly in a few days, and so even the littlest pieces I try to pick. This is marigolds right here, so anything that's not a marigold like this is gonna get picked. And then we have some amaranth. The amaranth actually looks like a weed, so you have to be careful with that one, but everything's slowly coming. Definitely delayed compared to normal. Usually I would have flowers by now, but we're getting there. Diesel's in the shade. It's 97 degrees today, I think. It's a hot one. 7 p.m. and it's still toasty out. I don't mind weeding. I used to dread weeding, but that's because I would let it get way too far past ideal. Tyler and my dad both had a vacation week. They decided to take their vacation weeks on the same week so that they could get some projects done. We have been trying to get this fence fixed for a while now, so it was much overdue. So they spent some time this week fixing this fence, so now we can use both of these pens as two separate pens instead of one big pen. The kids and I just came down and were watching. It was pretty hot out, so we didn't stay out there very long, but we came to investigate, see how they were doing. Then we ended up using an auger to dig some of the holes for the post, and then we were able to add in some new dirt to help hold. We had an area where we had to fix a tile drain, and it had a huge sunken hole around where the tile had caved in. And so once we got that tile drain fixed and stopped from leaking and spilling out water, we were able to fill that hole back in. So that will hopefully help with this area of the fence so it doesn't continue to rot. This fence is also very old. My grandpa used to have feedlot calves in here back in the day. And so it's been around a long time. Our farm is over a century old, so some of the things that you might see in our videos, you might wonder why it looks the way it does, but you have to remember this is a century old farm, so we will slowly fix things as we can. I didn't install drip tape this year. I just didn't get a chance to. So I'm watering everything by hand, which isn't actually that bad most days, but today I'm all dressed up. I'm going to a Summers Ag Teachers Conference in Ankeny, and it's a couple-hour drive. So I'm gonna water quick so Tyler doesn't have to do this with the kids, plus chores, plus all the dad duty stuff at the end of the day. But I'm gonna try not to get super sweaty. It's actually not great to overhead water flowers too much. So I try to get towards the roots a little bit more, because otherwise you can get some foliage diseases. But I just didn't get a chance to install the drip tape this year with Tyler walking and with the little kids, and so we're just gonna water quick and then head to Ankeny. I use the hoops to help kind of run the hose down so the hose doesn't go on the flowers. I don't have the best shoes on for this, or the best outfit. Teaching agriculture and farming are both so complementary. It's so great to be able to have that real world application of being able to farm with my family, but then also being able to share that knowledge with my students. And so it was really fun going to the agriculture summer conference with other ag teachers around Iowa. We had a great hotel that we stayed in, and the conference had a lot of great breakout sessions. Specifically, I went to some geared towards middle school, and then we also learned about different livestock facilities that schools are implementing, so that was pretty interesting. I enjoyed also time by myself in the hotel, eating a Chick-fil-A salad and a boba tea. I love Chick-fil-A salads that have the Cobb salad with the dressing on them, and so that is kind of my go-to when I go to Chick-fil-A. And then, of course, I have to check out the gym. That is definitely something I have to do at every hotel. And this gym was pretty awesome. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, comment, and like. This was just a week in the life, some random activities, and here is some bloopers from down at the garden. If you like this sort of video, please let me know. If you want to see more day in the lives or more complete, like things that we're doing throughout the day, I could maybe do like a day in the life for one day and go more in depth. Let me know. Thank you.